Hey guys, KT Lacrosse here, and today we have Brine Clutch Rise head that I bought at Dick's for $40. So I'm just gonna go over it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, the mesh that came with it, how it was strung, like how it was strung off the shelf. Because when I bought it, it was strung and it was all done. I might go over the shaft a little bit. And yeah, but we're going to start off with the head. Okay, so pros about the head. One thing I like about the head are the sidewall and top strings. If you are a beginning stringer and you're just learning how to string and you don't want to try to fit, like, this through some small hole, like trying to get it in, use tweezers, they made the outsides bigger, so it's easier to just slide this right on in. Do your stringing, and as you can see, like, they really thought about the stringer when they were doing this, because on the inside they're smaller, and then you can tell that they were really thinking about stringers when they did this. One thing I do like though is also the shape, because you see how it fans out a lot and it comes right back in. And right here, I love how it curls out. It's not much performance-wise. Aesthetics, though, that was one part I really like. Definitely, I used it with a lot of ground balls. I cleaned it off for this. But I got ground balls consistently with this. I tried doing much different, I just tried doing the slap the ball, pick it up like that, and did that perfectly. Yeah, the shape though, I like the shape, which is good for ground balls. Now I'm on to the mesh. This mesh is okay mesh. It's not the best, it's not the worst. The reason it's not the best is it's not made for higher levels. As you can see right here, it's splitting already, and right here it's not. So it's really, you can't really hammer it much, and it's already pretty worn out. I have some worn out mesh here somewhere. I'm not sure where it is, but it's worn out, and this is getting pretty close to that, to the point where you can't even use it. Well, I have been using it a lot though, and I have to say, if you string it right, it can be a good pocket. It can be a good shooter. Definitely not a good ball holder, because I've been trying to do tricks with it. Once you wear it in, it gets a little bit easier, but when you first get it and you first string it up again, I'll tell you why I said again in a little while, but it'll throw good if you string it up by yourself and you know how to string. But once you get worn in too much, you can see right here, did not look like that before, did not have those strings showing that much. It's definitely has a lot of tension on it because I've been using it for so long. But yeah, that's the mesh, and now on to the shaft. Brine Clutch Rise shaft is, this tape did not come with it. Sorry. It looks pretty good though, right? I like the grip with that. I might do a tape video how I tape my sticks later. But Brine Clutch Rise is, again, I've probably been saying this the whole video, for younger levels. Might not have said that this video. It might have been the last take. But it's bent. See right there? Yeah, it's bent badly. And all I did was, I was stringing up this mesh. I was stringing it up. I actually bought it right off the shelf, and I went outside and used it, and it wasn't working, and I went hit it against the goalpost. It wasn't even I play defense. It's not even a slap check that I usually put on. It was just some hit, bent it. So definitely not for higher levels, because you're going on the field, some big defenseman comes and slaps your stick. This thing's gonna be at a 90-degree angle, or broken, depending on how hard it was. One thing I do like though is the butt end. I don't know, I think it looks professional, because it's not Have you ever seen those skull ones in Dick's or something? No. In Dick's Sporting Goods, you know, it's definitely someone that's like for someone who just is there for looks, not for actual skill. I've never seen someone really good use that. I've had some kids on my team who have used those and they weren't like amazing. But yeah, Brine clutch rise shaft. That they have 2 screw holes. I think most do. Dovetail one's more used than the other, and then one side they only have one. So yeah, buying this off the shelf, something you do not want to do. I mean, if you're gonna buy it, but do not buy it off the shelf before a game and go like, okay, I'm gonna use this during the game, because you will be sat for the rest of your life by your coach if you do this. Because unless you have time to string it up again, but really, I just do not do that, because it did not throw as well. I told people, I was like, I'm not gonna restring it because it's a fine mesh. It's already strung up. I'm not gonna waste my time on it, but I had to because it was just I could not throw with it at all. But yeah, the Brine clutch rise, definitely for like if you're a kid or if you're the kid is at a younger level, like middle school, under middle school, definitely it would be fine. But once you get to high school and you have those big seniors with their huge sticks just slapping your stick around, it's definitely something you do not want to use. It would be a waste of your money. But that's just like shaft wise. Head wise, you'll definitely have to restring it. You will always have to. It's just something you have to do. And stringing is not difficult. I might post some videos about that later, how to string. But it's not like terrible, so yeah, Brine clutch rise.